What's up, you guys? It's Perry the Entertainer back again for another video. This video is another edition of #Spoilers, the hit new TV show that's sweeping the nation. Well, of course, it's not a TV show, it's an internet show, but still, you guys can come check it out. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like down in the like section. There's not really a like section, I'm sorry. Uh, Also, go down there, hit the subscribe button down there. Let me know what you care. Join the nation. And while you're down there, let me know what you guys think about all the spoilers. What do you guys think about, the show's general? What do you guys think about me? I mean, come on. You guys can, just click that caps lock right there. But anyway, let's get right down to business here. This is another edition of #Spoilers where we basically look at the SmackDown spoilers and we talk about them. So let's get right down to business here. As of course, we have ringside news here. You can follow me on Twitter, by the way, at the PTE Show. I forgot to plug that, but let's do this. WWE will tape this week's edition of they're not #spoilers. I'm #spoilers. WWE will tape this week's episode of WWE Smackdown tonight in Corpus Christi, Texas. Sorry about that. Here are the results. Jack Swagger versus Cesaro kicks off SmackDown. I'm sure they're gonna throw in some sort of thing where they're the real Americans. Keep the continuity up. I think that'd be pretty cool to do. Put some background into the match. Swagger wins with the Patriot Lock, so they are serious on Swagger. But I don't like them using Cesaro to get this feud over. But whatever. I think I've just made my thoughts and stuff about where Cesaro is right now. I think I kind of said that in my Raw review, where I'm not really happy about where Cesaro is right now. He's one of the most talented people on the roster, but for some reason WWE likes to use him for promoting other things. You know, the Cena Brock Lesnar feud. Now it's the Jack Swagger Rusev thing. So Rusev and Lana come out after the match for a promo. Zeb responds and the challenge is accepted. Swagger versus Rusev is on for SummerSlam. I heard something about this, like this is being a flag match so that um, Swagger can win without Rusev technically going down for the pin or losing or something. It still makes Swagger look strong as a babyface. So I'm actually kind of interested to see where Jack Swagger goes after the Rusev feud. I know this probably won't, this probably is gonna last a while. Because it's like America versus Russia. It's not like you can just brush it off after being like, oh, this feud's old. Let's put Swagger and Rusev in something new. No, I think Swagger needs to win at SummerSlam. Make it look, especially if it's a flag match. It doesn't make him look bad to have him win in a flag match. So, that's that. Randy Orton comes out and cuts a promo on Roman Reigns. He challenges Reigns to a match at SummerSlam. So the match is on for SummerSlam. I thought it was going to be like Reigns versus Kane, where the Authority's imploding or something, but I guess that would leave Roman Reigns kind of out of the loop unless he's fighting Triple H. And apparently that's not on for SummerSlam anymore. Apparently it's on for Night of Champions. So, um, not really happy about that. Roman Reigns is kind of being deprived of that real SummerSlam moment, beating Triple H at SummerSlam. Now he gets to fight Randy Orton, which I guess is okay, but let's face it, Triple H has way more star power, more than Randy Orton anyway. So I think beating Triple H at SummerSlam would do Roman Reigns a lot better in the long run, rather than beating Randy Orton in a match that probably everybody's going to forget after SummerSlam's over. So um, that's that. Let me know what you guys think about Swagger versus Cesaro, and what do you guys think about Randy Orton challenging Roman Reigns for a match at SummerSlam? Kane and Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in a handicap match is announced for later. Wow, they really are starting to run out of stuff to. Basically, I think what they want to do is they want to keep Rollins and Ambrose out of the ring in singles, competition for as long as they possibly can. Kind of keep the suspense going so that when Rollins and Ambrose do get in, I think I said this on the PWF is War podcast where I said that keep the Rollins Ambrose thing, keep them out of the ring against each other so that when SummerSlam does come, they fight each other. It blows people's minds because of how good it's going to be, and that's when you guys can really decide: are you on Team Rollins or Team Ambrose? A lot of people are already on Team Ambrose because of lunatic and all that stuff, and how he resembles the American way and all that stuff. I don't know. Uh, R-Truth beats Bo Dallas by disqualification when Bo would not break the 5 count. I forgot to even mention the Bo streak ending last night when I made my Raw review. I didn't like building the Bo streak up to the 16 and Bo, 17 and Bo, so it can lose to R-Truth. I mean, unless WWE is serious about R-Truth again and they're planning on bringing him back up in the ranks, then there's no real point to give the Bo streak to a jobber. But all I know is R-Truth is now the one behind the one. and 16-1. So, or 17-1, whatever he is. But R-Truth beat Bo Dallas by disqualification when Bo would not break the 5 count. Bo beat R-Truth down after the bell and cut a promo. So maybe they are trying to build R-Truth up. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it. I mean, it's you're bringing up R-Truth. I liked him in 2011 when he had the little Jimmy thing and everything. I think everybody did. And ever since he turned face later that year, it just didn't really grab my attention. You know what I mean? It really didn't fulfill my needs as a wrestling fan, if you get what I'm saying there. But yeah, like I don't really like giving up the bow streak to a guy who, if WWE is not serious on, you know what I mean. But AJ Lee squashes Rosa Mendez by submission. I don't even know why the hell this bitch is still employed. Uh, Paige attacks AJ at the top of the ramp and lays her out. Officials check on AJ as Paige skips away. So they're still trying to get Paige over as the heel in the feud. Have her attack AJ a little bit, get her over as a heel. You know, it's probably going to be a lot harder to do because there's no Divas division. I almost flipped my iPod over. There's no Divas division anymore. I mean, think about it. You got Naomi, who's probably one of the best wrestlers in the Divas division. She's being held down by the glass ceiling to fight Cameron. You got Alicia Fox, who she's good and everything, but she's not given a personality to deal with. The one time she is given a personality, WWE drops it because nobody either nobody cares about it, or B, WWE didn't know what the hell to do with that psycho thing because AJ came back. So, all those talks about bringing Alicia Fox as one of the top tier divas in WWE, among the ranks of AJ's and all that stuff, that was just crapped on because AJ came back, and I guess now WWE's in need of that major heel in the Divas division, and I brought this up in my Raw review that it's funny how the queen of the Divas division a year ago, who held the title for a year and all that stuff, well, it wasn't necessarily a year, was it? Won it at where did she win it? She won it at Payback, or she won it at Money in the Bank. Held it to the night after WrestleMania, so it wasn't necessarily about a year. It was about 8-9 months, but still, it's funny though how this girl that everybody in the Divas division hated because she took a dump on the Total Divas, which everybody in the freaking IWC does. Oh, for God's sake, because she makes a one bad promo on the Total Divas. She's the most hated person in WWE and all that shit. And then this other girl comes in, wins the title. This girl becomes the pretty much love of the Divas division. She turns heel. She's an even more demented and disturbing character than AJ was, and now everyone's putting all this focus back on AJ, the old queen, to get her spot back from the even bigger force. So I like that. I'm sure I'm looking beyond the storyline here. I'm sure it's, just, hey, this feud between AJ and Paige is finally happening. But that's how I see it. I actually like it. It's kind of more so as a kind of like a fairy tale storybook storyline, if you really think about it. I like it, but that's that. I like the whole Paige and AJ storyline in general. Kane and Seth Rollins beat Dean Ambrose by DQ when Ambrose hit Kane with a steel chair. Rollins runs away as Ambrose hits Kane a few more times. So, I mean, I guess give everybody that Ambrose moment because he wasn't on Raw. So I guess somehow keep the feud between Rollins and Ambrose going without, making either one of them look bad. I mean, I guess Rollins looking away or running away kind of does make him look bad, but all in all, I'm still excited for the Rollins Ambrose match at SummerSlam. So that's that. We'll see AJ being taken away on a stretcher with a neck brace on. So selling an injury. That's that. Kind of all that is. Like I said, trying to get Paige over as the heel in the feud. Fandango versus Diego. Which one is that? Is that Primo? Or is that Epico? I don't know. I didn't even know what the hell their names were. I just thought they were the bullfighters. So, with Summer Rae and Layla is up next. Diego gets the win with the Divas distracting Fandango. This better lead somewhere. Like a Fandango face turn. This better lead somewhere without, making Fandango look bad or making, this is just a joke right now. This love triangle, this general hospital feel crap. It's not going anywhere. This, like I said, this feud better have some big payoffs, whether that be, maybe Fandango changes his gimmick into some sort of badass, don't, oh, I was a dancer, screw that shit. Now I'm a biker or some sort of badass heel or something, because this feud is not going anywhere. Nobody cares about Summer and Layla turning on Fandango. I mean, sure, maybe this was just used to make maybe Flawless back up, but instead of Michelle McCool, we got Summer Rae. Maybe this could lead into Michelle McCool coming back, feeling jealous that Summer Rae took her spot. Maybe that could happen because I'm sure that family's going to need some money, especially if Undertaker's done with WWE. So, maybe Michelle McCool coming back, maybe in the future. Maybe she'll manage Fandango. Never mind. Let's keep going. Dolph Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio with The Miz on commentary is next. Obviously, this is going to be moment of the night. I mean, come on, it's The Miz. Miz interrupts the match by standing on the announce table and mocking Ziggler. Ziggler goes after him, but Miz gets away. Del Rio takes advantage and hits a cross arm breaker on Ziggler for the win. I don't think this article realizes that cross arm breaker is a submission. I think it just said hits. Oh no, I guess it's right. But anyway, I like Ziggler. I like Ziggler being in the spot where he is right now. I'm glad that everybody can finally shush about him not getting pushed, about him being underutilized. He's in the IC title feud. It's looking pretty good right now. They delivered 2 weeks ago with the Miz and Dolph Ziggler on Raw. It was an awesome match, and I hope this does lead to a SummerSlam match between the two. I'd much rather see this than the Sheamus one. Hell, they're not putting any freaking emphasis on the U.S. title match or the U.S. title right now. Sheamus is just kind of carrying it, like I've been saying for the last few months now with Dean Ambrose. He's doing the same thing, but no, I'm glad that the Miz is finally utilizing a mid card title to get him over. I mean, sure, people still kind of hate him, but I guess he's using that now against them. I mean, I guess it's kind of confusing the way it is right now, but I like it. Like I said, I've been a Miz fan. You guys know I've been a Miz fan for like ever now. So I remember I was on here when Miz won the title. So won the WWE title. I made a live reaction to when he won the IC title the first time at Raw 1000. So I still own the Miz hat that I wore in my videos. I mean, of course, I don't know if I'm going to be getting back on the camera, but if I do, I'll probably wear it for you guys. Got an Oklahoma City hat here. That might replace it, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of glad to see that Ziggler's being utilized. I'm glad to see that now everybody can shush about it. And, of course, if this is going to lead to Miz going over at SummerSlam, at least it's going to be in a very solid match and makes Miz look good in the process. I mean, kind of keep him in the loop. Keep Ziggler in the loop because, like I said on the PWF Is War podcast, I don't see Ziggler as a world champion anymore. Just because he's not going to get there without people looking down upon him because he's not a name. Apparently, according inside WWE, he's not a name that's going to sell tickets. He's not a name that's going to sell asses and seats and everything. And I guess that's WWE's way of saying fuck you to the show off fans and all that stuff. So, yeah, if you guys want to see Ziggler in the main event, just write down in the comments hashtag push Ziggler. Hashtag push Ziggler in the comments. Now, you can listen. Eric Rowan versus Chris Jericho is the main event. They hyped this up on Raw. If Jericho wins, Rowan is banned from ringside at SummerSlam. So I guess this is trying to throw people off, saying that, oh, well, if the Wyatt family's not at ringside, then, Jericho can still get the win. But we all know Wyatt's probably still going to end up somehow getting the win. The referee sends Luke Harper to the back, and Jericho wins with the code breaker. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have Jericho versus Luke Harper have the same exact pretty much ending. Or not ending, but you know what I mean. They're going to have the same stipulation. Get both of them out of ringside so that it's just Jericho versus Wyatt. They can't show up. I mean, I do hope, but then I don't. I hope that Bray gets a clean win at SummerSlam, but at the same time, I don't. Because if he gets a clean win at SummerSlam, it risks making Jericho look, dominant. I mean, not necessarily dominant, but it makes him look bad. And I know I've been saying that he's this established face and everything, and it doesn't really necessarily matter if he loses. But I don't know. Maybe having Bray Wyatt get that clean win over Jericho is not what WWE wants. I mean, especially at SummerSlam. I mean, hell, I didn't think they would allow Bray Wyatt to even get a win against John Cena. But then, once you kind of think about it, that feud was mainly to um, kind of give emphasis on Bray Wyatt's cons more than his pros, so that WWE can, take it and mix it all up, and then make those cons into pros before they turn him into a legit contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Title. Um, doesn't look like any John Cena on this show. I don't really like having the WWE World Heavyweight Champion kind of deprived off of both shows. I think that kind of devalues SmackDown. But anyway, Bray Wyatt attacks Jericho, but that might have been part of the Dark main event. We are not sure yet. So yeah, that's SmackDown for you guys. Yeah. I wish I could say something, but I really can't. I mean, this is the most this is a personality show, but fans describe another awkward encounter with Brock and Sable. That was funny. Some broad goes up to Brock and Sable and asks if she can get a picture with him, and he just completely like brushes her off, like he's not even acknowledging her existence until Sable says something like, "Oh yeah, I think she's talking to you," and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, what's up?" And she goes, "Yeah, can I get a picture with you?" And he's like, "No, not today." So, it. I guess Brock is just a douche. Maybe not a douche, but I guess he could have went like 5 seconds out of his way at the Orlando airport to give this girl a picture. But anyway, that's that for you guys. That's the SmackDown spoilers. Let me know what you guys thought about that down in the comment section below. We are out. Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace.